So, Sports Illustrated have released their first mock draft for the 2025 NBA draft. And we've played a couple of games through college, and I think it is going to be still an interesting one. There are a few players, and we all know who's going to be mocked at number 1. Like, that one's obvious. But there are a few players that I still think are quite interesting that are in this draft. And it's going to be interesting to see what who's mocked where, because this is a good draft. This is not like 2024 where Reece Shea was the clear number 1, even though Reece Shea would be probably number 5 or 6 if it was in this draft. But yeah, let's take a read of it. So, the first pick, the Brooklyn Nets select Cooper Flagg. Igor Demon from BYU. You know what? I don't hate it. Like, obviously, Cooper Flagg as the first pick, like, that's a given. Cooper Flagg can do absolutely everything when it comes to playing the sport of basketball. Like, the guy is a bucket. The guy can play defense. The guy shoots the ball. The guy can handle it. He's 6'9". He's exceptionally good. But, like, I am shocked to see Demin. I'm not entirely sure, but, like, obviously, when the guy played for Real Madrid last year, he was not kind of seen as, not that he wasn't seen as he wasn't seen as the prized player. He wasn't. Like, him and Hugo Gonzalez were the two main guys on that Real Madrid young team, and he was not their number 1 guy. Obviously, he must be balling it out at BYU, and I'm going to probably look a little bit more into that. I haven't seen that much of him play. In fairness, he's averaging 17 points per game at BYU. There is no way he goes number 2 in the draft. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no way he goes number 2 in the draft. Like, he could be very, 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 very good. But he's just not going number 2, is he? I'm going to look at like NBA Draft.net. In fairness, actually, NBA Draft.net has him going number 2. They have him going number 2. And I don't know about this one. Like, I get he's a big guard. I don't know. I don't know how good he was for Real. I get it. He's gone to BYU. He's in college. He's got more eyes on him. But like, I don't think he gets any burn. I don't think he gets burned if he stays at Real Madrid. I think that's a very iffy number 2 pick. Ace Bailey going 3rd. Yeah, man is a scorer. No question about that. Like, he is an absolute scorer. He's T-Mac-esque as far as his build, his ability to score. I'm okay with that. I don't hate it. And, yeah, him at 3 is okay. I'm guessing Dylan Harper at 4. Trey Johnson from Texas. Okay. We're seeing a lot of kind of strange ones. It's very early. I think it's very early to go too far away from consensus. I think it is quite early, say, to go away from, like, I get it, he was the 5th ranked player, but I think it's still quite early to go away from Dylan Harper near there at the top. But still, I mean, like, he's what? He's putting up 20. Jeez, he's putting up 25.5 points a game. Okay, fair enough. A little bit early, but still, yeah, fair enough. Dylan Harper, Rutgers. I like Dylan Harper. I really like Dylan Harper as a player. I think that he's got an awful lot of potential. And like, I think he is an actual point guard, which helps things out. He's going to play some defense. He's going to score a bit. And yeah, maybe he goes up, maybe he drops, but I think 5. If you can get him with a top 5 pick, cool. Nolan Traore, maybe 6. Oh no, VJ Edgecombe. Jesus. I'm sorry. VJ Edgecombe, with his athleticism, if you can get him at 6, I get it. He may not be the greatest player in the world right now. But I watched that dude play for the Bahamas. He can fly. Like, his field goal percentage is horrendous, but he's still averaging 8 boards and 5 assists a game. I'm telling you, this guy, like, even if he does only average 10 a game, you're still taking him in the top 6 or 7 because man can fly. Man can genuinely fly. Okay, taking Kasparas Jakuchionis. Again, I've watched a little bit of college basketball. I have absolutely zero idea who this guy is. So obviously the guy is a Lithuanian underage national team member. He's what? 6'6" played for Barcelona for the second team. I don't think people understand how much higher a level EuroLeague is. Like, he didn't even get any burn for the first team in Barcelona. And he's, again, another 18-year-old. Like, they're really ranking dudes high, coming off years where they were iffy enough. But, like, he's a 6'6" guard who's averaging 9 points a game. Like, what? Why is he this high? Like, again, a lot of the, like, good young players that would be playing for some ACB teams, I'd know who they are. Or, like, some of the younger players, like, I have no idea who this guy is. He's averaging 9 points a game at Illinois. Why is he 7th pick? Con Knippel at 8. I mean, Con Knippel can shoot the ball. Yeah, like, you can never have enough shooting. In basketball, you can absolutely never have enough shooting. So, don't hate Con Knippel there at 8. Surely, Nolan Traore. Carter Bryant from Arizona. So, Carter Bryant. Is he a freshman or is he a... Yeah, he's a freshman. He's only like a month older than Cooper Flagg. Oh, no, sorry. It's 2005. He is a year older than Cooper Flagg. So, he's putting up 9 points per game for Arizona. Like, I'm just kind of confused. I've been watching a little bit. I'm watching, like, as much as I can. Like, because I'm, like, have WNBA stuff. I have to watch as much as possible. Like, I'm not going to be able to, especially early on in the year, have an idea of every one of these players. But, like, I've never heard of this guy. Well, not never heard of this guy. Like, never watched the dude play. Nolan Traore at 10 to Miami. Nolan Traore is a better prospect than VJ Edgecombe. Nolan Traore is a elite guard. Hey, I wonder how he's getting on. I think he started off well this year in the Pro A. But, like, again, he's playing in what is the best league to, like, prepare for the NBA. He's playing the Champions League, though. So it's not like he's playing for one of the best teams in the French league. But, like, he's averaging 13.3 points in the Champions League, which is not the easiest thing to do in the world. Like, he also had 27 in a game. How much did they win this game? By 30. But he's still at 27. Like, it's still impressive, like. 11, Asa Newell from Georgia. Okay. Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks, I don't even know what they need if they end up with the 11th pick. If they somehow end up in the lottery, like, they need size, they need defense, they need shooting. And at least Asa Newell's big, I guess. Then Malawatch 12. There's no way Malawatch has fallen to 12. I get it, he's not, like, there yet. He's not fallen to 12. That man has got ridiculous size, ridiculous length, ridiculous athleticism. He has got, like... He's basically a much more vertically athletic version of... what's his name? Hashim Thabit. Like, he's somebody that there is no way in hell should fall to 12. Because he's 7'2", freak athlete and can dunk everything. 13, you've got Noah Essengu from He's actually playing really well. To be fair, always play. They will always play young players. Like, they played The dude the Knicks drafted last year, the French kid. I'm just blanking on his name. But like he's Cooper Flagg's age. He's only 17. And the big thing with him is that he's playing in Euro Cup, which I don't know nowadays, is Euro Cup better than the Champions League? But they be on similar levels. They're both a tier below. They're both would be a tier below the Euro League. But he's averaging 13.1 points in the Euro Cup, which is impressive. It's 17. And is doing it coming off the bench. So like he had 19 against Besiktas. And like Besiktas are always going to be a good team. So if I was hit, like, he's 205, so that's what, 6'9"? What's he shooting from the field? He is shooting 40% from 3 on not that many, on 2 attempts a game. Still shooting 40%. Shooting 63% from 2. Like, these are really impressive numbers. Like, I'm sorry. The numbers that he's putting up and the fact he's younger are more impressive than the numbers that he's putting up and he's putting up. Oh, they're more impressive than the numbers anyone is, but it's like, it's funny. European young players drop a level, go from a higher level in ACB / Champions League / like Bundesliga, and they go from a higher level and they drop a level to NCAA D1, and suddenly they're the best thing since sliced bread. Liam McNeely from UConn. In the lottery, there's also no way that Liam McNeely does not have some Irish in him. Come on. You're never... Just get naturalized. You're never going to get a... Like, you're never realistically going to get a cap for the US national team. Is he American? You're definitely... You have to be Irish. You just have to be Irish, like. You're doing well. You're averaging 14 points a game as a freshman. Go play for Ireland. Go get us into the European Championships. Go on. Put on the green jersey, Liam McNeely. There's no way you're not Irish. If he's not Irish, then fair enough. But still. We played Tony Cascarino. Man had no Irish in him at all. He had no Irish in him whatsoever. So we can find some Irish heritage for you, Mr. McNeely. And you can go and play for us. Either way, though, a very interesting draft. And it is funny to see, like, when a young player stays in Europe and excels, like Traore or like, was it Essengu? When a young player stays in Europe and excels, they drop in the draft board. But when a player from Europe who is nowhere near as good as Nolan Traore, there are 2 players from Europe that were nowhere even close to Nolan Traore, couldn't get any burn for, like, in fairness, it was Madrid and Barcelona for their top teams. But like, Hugo Gonzalez is not even in the lottery. Hugo Gonzalez just chose to stay. Hugo Gonzalez is better than Demin, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. They're both on that next generation team. Hugo Gonzalez was better. Like, it is a funny one when players drop a level into college, and because they're competing, they're balling out at a lower level, it's seen as a bigger thing. But either way, it'll be mental to see somebody go in and break the Ace Bailey Cooper Flagg 1-2.